Okay, so the first revolution I'm going to be talking about is the Mexican Revolution. So the Mexican Revolution was started by this guy named Father Miguel Hidalgo, and he made the Cry of Dolores, which is where he rang a bell at the top of a church in the city of Dolores, and said that he basically just wanted independence from Spain. Mexico was inspired to rebel against Spain by America and France because they had just had their revolutions, and Mexico thought it looked pretty sick. Napoleon got mad that everyone kept calling him short, so he invaded the Iberian Peninsula and replaced monarchy in Spain with his older brother. Mexico didn't think that Napoleon's brother was a fit leader, and so they decided to rebel against Spain and become independent. Spain obviously didn't like this, so they either imprisoned or killed the rebels in Mexico. Since most of the rebels were incapacitated, Mexico's independence was put on hold for a few years. But after a while, people got behind the cause again and decided to rebel. This time, the rebellion actually worked, and they were able to defeat most of the Spanish in Mexico. The new nation needed a constitution for its people, so they decided to hold a council to decide what would be in it. This meeting was called the Congress of Chilpancingo and created the Constitution of Mexico. After declaring independence from Spain, New Spain, aka Mexico, became official. The next war of independence I'm going to be talking about is Brazil, which fought against Portugal to become a free nation. One of the main factors in Brazilian independence is these guys called Creoles, who had really big heads because they thought they were better than everybody else. They were basically just Brazilians that were born in Portugal, so they thought they were better. Another main factor in Brazilian independence is Napoleon's hostile takeover of Portugal. King John VI of Portugal got really scared, so he dipped and went to Brazil. He stayed there a while and had a son and whatnot, but then everything calmed down in Portugal, so he decided, hey, I'm going to go back and become a monarch again. That worked out for King John VI, but it didn't work out for his son, Dom Pedro, who wanted to stay in Brazil and remain a leader there. King John wanted his son to come home, but Dom Pedro would rather stay in Brazil. Dom Pedro even sided with Brazil when they required independence from Portugal. By the end of it all, Dom Pedro was pronounced Emperor of Brazil. It was the most peaceful rebellion in Latin American Revolution history, and only about 5,000 people died. And the world lived happily ever after. The end.